Black boys love to read. Is that a question or a comment? If that is a question, then why do you ask? If it is a comment, then yeah, I know. Opening a book that exhibits real life connections helps to shape the young mind. Learn how to navigate through challenging situations. Provides hope in hopeless scenarios and inspires courage where fear peaks. Black boys and reading? Oh my, it's a beautiful thing. See, reading books was my #1 tool for academic success in the classroom. Reading books that provide representation, success stories, and endless possibilities. I would hand books to my students and almost instantly I would see fear and desire in their faces. It's like a love-hate relationship that has been created by society and also by the safe place that I would create in the classroom that all my students could be successful. See, I learned early as an educator how important it was to create multiple ways for my students to be successful. To Zora Neale Hurston, Langston Hughes, James Baldwin, Alice Walker, Maya Angelou, Nikki Giovanni, and so many others that helped to preserve such an amazing culture that provided representation of excellence. Thank you. With my own eyes, I have seen the excitement, the joy, the hope, the suspense, the desire, the love of reading in the eyes of my students. Have you? Jill Parker Rhodes, Sharon Draper, Walker Dean Myers, Kwame Alexander, Jason Reynolds, Nick Stone, and so many others. Thank you for creating a seamless pathway for young boys of color to fall back in love with reading. Through your time and dedication, you have created a passion and desire for so many young Black boys to love to read again. Thank you. Thank you for the blueprint to open up the eyes to the next generation of readers, to authors that will shape the culture as we continue to show society that Black boys love to read. Thinking of all the books that I've placed in my students' hands, from Ghost Boys, Tears of a Tiger, Forged by Fire, Dear Martin, Romeo and Julio, Broken Pieces, Blended, Handbook for Boys, The Skin I'm In, are just a few of the plethora of books for young adult readers to expand their minds in the world of books that represents boys of colors who desire and aspire to achieve, to dream, to imagine, and embrace the amazing culture of their forefathers and ancestors before them. Boys of color desire to look past the fact that their imagination and versions of themselves have been dimmed out by a society and conditions that always ask the question, Black boys love to read? Alfred Tatum opened my eyes to the flow experience and the power of understanding how to teach reading to adolescent boys of color. In his book, Teaching Reading to Adolescent Males, Closing the Achievement Gap, using his research allowed me to learn how to create the flow experience in every lesson that I taught in the classroom. And the activities and each learning session with my students, I was able to create a flow experience that not only created opportunities for representation to be presented, but also how they were able to succeed in every area of their life. To you, thank you. To my young Black boys, Black boys love to read? We know. I want to encourage you today to always remember that no one can ever take away what you know. And when you open up that book and you read and you escape whatever atmosphere or scenario that you may be in that moment, from reading that book, connecting with what's happening in that book, seeing yourself inside of that book, you change your world with every word. Black boys love to read, and that's my statement, because Black boys love to read, and no one can ever take away what you know. And most of all the things that you will learn will come from what you read. Keep reading, keep shining, and never forget you have somebody rooting for you. Because, hey, I know you love to read.